63-year-old British man has died in a paragliding accident in Spain's northeastern Catalonia region. Authorities have said emergency services received a report of the accident in the Palau de Noguera area near the town of Tremp about 13:30 local time, 14:30 BST on Wednesday.
US President Donald Trump and Iran's President Masoud Pezeshkian have electronically signed a memorandum of understanding to extend a ceasefire in the US-Iran war. Pakistan, which has been mediating the peace process, said the Islamabad MoU had gone into effect as of Wednesday.
The prices of Apple products will have to increase due to the new demand for memory chips from the artificial intelligence boom. Outgoing Apple CEO Tim Cook has told the Wall Street Journal. Unfortunately, price increases are unavoidable, he told the newspaper on Wednesday, adding that his company has been trying to shield customers from the increases, but that it had become unsustainable.
Real Madrid confirmed the arrival of defender Ibrahima Konate from Liverpool on Thursday on a 4-year deal at the end of his contract at Anfield. Los Blancos and centre-back Konate reach an agreement for him to become a Real Madrid player for the next 4 seasons, until June 30th, 2030, said the Spanish Giants in a statement.
The United States provided details of the 14-point memorandum of understanding it reached with Iran on Wednesday. Neither has released a physical copy, but a US official read out the text during a call with reporters on Wednesday. Iranian officials have yet to confirm the US version of the text. Waymo has recalled its fleet of nearly 4,000 robotaxis to restrict them from driving on highways while it figures out how to make the vehicles behave around construction zones. The recall comes after Waymo identified at least 13 instances of its robotaxis driving into highway sections that were closed for construction. 6 of these happened in Phoenix, Arizona in April, and 7 occurred in San Francisco, California in May. Forget stickers, GIFs and emoji reactions. Pixie is betting that the next evolution of messaging is interactive augmented reality, AR. The startup launched its messaging native app on the App Store on Wednesday, allowing users to send AI-powered AR characters through iMessage. Instead of appearing as static media, the characters come to life through the recipient's iPhone camera, where they can react to then interact with people and respond in real time. Researchers in Australia have developed an innovative digital tool that can rapidly and accurately identify cancer patients who develop immune-related colitis, a potentially serious side effect of immunotherapy. The tool was created by Peter MacCallum Cancer Centre and uses a clinician-verified digital phenotype, a computer algorithm that analyses electronic medical records to detect immune-related colitis. The inflammatory bowel condition affects up to 50% of patients receiving immune checkpoint inhibitor immunotherapy.
The Capital Development Authority, CDA, has revoked the No Objection Certificate, NOC, issued to Waza Rawalpindi for installing and operating tube wells along the Islamabad Expressway service road from Faizabad to the Coral Interchange. The authority has ordered the immediate closure of all tube wells covered under the revoked approval due to concerns over excessive groundwater extraction.
The Islamabad High Court, IHC, has announced its summer vacation schedule for 2026, with the court set to remain on break from July 1 to August 31. According to an official notification issued by the Registrar's Office, Chief Justice of the Islamabad High Court has approved the summer vacation period, which will be observed from July 1, 2026 to August 31, 2026.
Pakistan women's captain Fatima Sana is set to feature in the 100 this year after Birmingham Phoenix signed her in the wildcard draft. Fatima Sana will become the first Pakistan player to play in the women's 100 this season. The all-rounder has taken Birmingham Phoenix's 4th overseas slot, which became available after Cricket Australia withdrew left-arm seamer Havootsi Hamilton to manage her workload.
Federal Urdu University of Arts, Sciences and Technology, FUAST, Islamabad has opened admissions for the fall 2026 session in undergraduate, graduate and postgraduate programmes. The university is accepting online applications for a wide range ADP, BS 5th semester intake, MS, Phil, MBA and PhD. Students looking for admission to a public sector university in Islamabad can apply through the university's online admission.
A domesticated duck named Merlin, sporting a miniature Mexico shirt and custom duck socks, has waddled his way into the hearts of football fans, becoming an unlikely unofficial mascot for the country's World Cup campaign. Merlin's fame was ignited during street celebrations following the co-hosts' 2-0 victory over South Africa in last week's World Cup opening game.
An Ecuadorian man who police accuse of leading a faction of one of the country's most feared criminal gangs has been shot dead as he was leaving the airport in Ecuador's largest city. Guayaquil security footage shows two young men waiting outside the arrivals terminal, holding stuffed toys and flowers before one of them approaches the victim, pulls his gun from behind a teddy and shoots him point blank. Taiwan's president has said he hopes the United States approves a $14 BN arms sale as soon as possible. Reiterating that the island rejects unification with China, Taiwan relies heavily on US support to deter any potential Chinese attack. And Washington has put pressure on Taipei to increase its defense spending.
Overseas Pakistanis visiting Pakistan can temporarily register their mobile phones for up to 120 days during each visit. The facility has been introduced by the Pakistan Telecommunication Authority, PTA, to help visitors use their personal mobile phones in Pakistan without facing service blockage during a short stay. For many overseas Pakistanis, mobile connectivity becomes a problem soon after landing in Pakistan, especially when they bring a phone from abroad and insert a local SIM. To make the process easier, PTA is offering a temporary registration facility through its device registration system under DERBS.
The National Highway and Motorway Police, NHMP, has launched a mobile service for the issuance of learner driving licences, allowing citizens to complete the process at designated locations through Mobile Facility MP. The initiative is aimed at making learner licence services more accessible and convenient for the public. The mobile vans will visit various areas and provide on-the-spot facilities for obtaining learner driving licence. Lahore police have finalised a comprehensive security plan for Muharram al-Haram, with special arrangements made for 3,868 majalis and 458 morning processions across the provincial capital. During a press conference at Police Lines Cheskaila, Bilal Sadiq Kamiana said that a threat to security and safety Kamyanam has been implemented to ensure peace and safe during Muharram. Senior police officials, including Zishan Raza and Faisal Kamran, attended the briefing.
Google has unveiled the Google Home Speaker, marking the start of a new generation of smart home devices built around Gemini to be smarter than before. The Google Home Speaker comes 6 years after the last smart speaker launch, and it seems the comeback will be led by Gemini Intelligence's new smarts.
The federal government has approved the creation of 1,934 new posts in Islamabad Police during the financial year 2025-26, according to an official notification. The newly created positions have been allocated to the Special Protection Unit, SPU, and the Law and Order Division to strengthen security and policing capacity in the federal capital.
The United Arab Emirates, UAE, has set a minimum age of 15 for social media use, becoming the first Arab country to introduce such a restriction as governments worldwide seek to address growing concerns over the impact of online platforms on children. Under a resolution approved on Thursday, children under 15 will be prohibited from creating, using or operating personal social media accounts.
Devi Chase, the voice behind the protagonists of both the Disney film and franchise Lilo and Stitch, and the English translation of Hayao Miyazaki's Oscar-winning film Spirited Away, has died at the age of 35. Chase, who was also notably the girl who crawled out of the TV in horror flick The Ring, died from sepsis after suffering from meningitis in a Los Angeles hospital. Her manager John Ryan Jr. confirmed to the BBC on Wednesday.
Oil prices tumbled further Thursday after US President Donald Trump and his Iranian counterpart signed off on a deal to end their war and reopen the Strait of Hormuz to tanker and cargo traffic. European and Asian stock markets were mixed, with some major indexes retreating after steep falls on Wall Street after the Federal Reserve raised its inflation forecast and projected higher US interest rates this year, boosting the dollar.
Moscow has come under the largest Ukrainian attack since the start of the full-scale war, with close to 200 drones hitting targets around the Russian capital and setting columns of thick smoke billowing high into the sky. 17 people were wounded in the Moscow region, according to local governor Andrei Vorobyov.
A former Ugandan mayor and lawyer representing detained opposition figure Kizza Besigye, who is on trial for treason, has himself been charged with a treason-related offence. Arius Lukwago appeared before a magistrate's court in the capital Kampala, looking visibly weak. Local media reported days after he was arrested at his home.
After nearly half a century of flirting with direct conflict, the United States finally went to war with Iran. 15 weeks later, the fighting is over. The regime has not only survived a confrontation with the world's most powerful military, but emerged believing it is stronger than before. Despite US President Donald Trump's declaration just days into the war that Washington had already emerged victorious, Iran retained its ability to fight back right up to the signing of an interim ceasefire agreement with the US. Its most powerful weapon proved to be causing the biggest oil supply shock in history through its effective closure of the Strait of Hormuz, through which a fifth of the world's crude passes.
After an action-packed first round of World Cup 2026 group matches, it's time for the next phase of the group stage to kick off. Here are the top 5 must-watch matches in the second round of fixtures from June 18 until June 23.
WhatsApp has started testing View On's text messages. As the name suggests, these messages can only be viewed once by the recipient. After the recipient opens them once, the messages will disappear. Previously, the View Once feature was only available to images and videos, but it will now reach regular text messages as well.
The Punjab government has extended summer vacations for all non-formal schools across the province until June 30th, 2026, due to ongoing harsh weather conditions. According to a notification issued by the Directorate General of Literacy and Non-Formal Basic Education, the extension applies to non-formal basic education schools, NFBEs, non-formal education, NFE schools, and GPE Talim programme schools operating across Punjab.
International Islamic University Islamabad, IIUI, has opened admissions for the fall 2026 semester, offering a wide range of programs at undergraduate, graduate and postgraduate level. Applications are being accepted online for BS, MS, PhD, BEd, BBA, LLMBA, LLM, lateral entry programs and diplomas. Students seeking admission to a public sector university in Islamabad can apply through the official IUI admissions portal.